For some, high school naturally comes with insecurity and doubts. But at Fort Collins High School, there is one athlete that has to overcome more than her share of that, standing out for the wrong reasons.
Just looking at other girls wanting to be able to be like, or like when someone's looking at me, I think, oh, they're looking at me because maybe I'm pretty, or, whoa, I'm a good ball player, but no, they're looking at me because of my arm.
Junior softball player Devyn Priselec was born without her right hand. The umbilical cord got caught around Devyn's arm and cut off the blood supply. But after years of trying to get pregnant, Devyn's mom, Michelle, knew that nothing, including a disability, would change how blessed she felt.
They didn't know what her condition would be. And immediately kind of during that ultrasound, I was kind of devastated and distraught. And I remember calling my mother, who lived in Mississippi, and she had the whole state of Mississippi praying because we just didn't know. We didn't know what the outcome was going to be.
Trying to figure out how to raise her little girl to give her the confidence that she would need in a not-so-nice world was worrisome, until the stars aligned and a movie about a fish with a small fin came to light.
Finding Nemo came out, and my sister calls me up and says, "Oh my gosh, you got to watch this movie." And I said, "Why is that?" She goes, "It reminds me of your baby. It has one little fin, and I think it's like your little baby." And I was like, "Okay." So I watched that, and that was, I cried and I laughed, and I thought that was cute. And then at that same time, Bethany Hamilton was attacked by the shark in 2004 and lost her limb. And that made big news. I found out that she came out to Colorado and learned how to snowboard shortly after that. And I was like, man, this girl's awesome. She was kind of like my inspiration to set this up. And I'm like, all right, before she's born, I'm going to set it up that no's not in her vocabulary.
So when I say, oh, I can't do this, I'm one-handed, she's like, nope. She'll be like, you're grounded. And I'll be like, oh.
Bethany Hamilton became Devyn's role model. She got the chance to meet Hamilton at Hamilton's Beautifully Flawed camp in California, which hosts amputees from all over the world. Finally, Devyn got to meet someone who looked just like her.
In Fort Collins, you could be like, oh, the girl with one arm, it's not like, which one? It's like Devyn, So going there, it was just crazy mind-blowing because I got there and there were so many girls like me, but they were all different. Like, amputees can be amputated from, like, shoulders, like, below the elbow, above the elbow, like, legs. It was really, eye-opening because I watched all the girls, and they were just so happy with their lives. And it kind of gave me the thought that I can be like that, I can move on, and I can have a normal life.
Part of Devyn's normal life used to be cheerleading. Yes, she was doing one-handed cartwheels and all, but it wasn't enough. Devyn knew if Hamilton could surf with one arm, she could play competitive sports, including track and softball. Being different makes her unique, but all in all, she's just loved by her team.
I just think it's her attitude, Plus, she's such a nice girl, she's always giggling. And one thing, she's left-handed, right? So during pictures, she did it right-handed. And I said, Devyn, why'd you do it right-handed? She goes, because I don't want him to see my arm. And I said, oh, okay, that's cool. So then after the lady left that was taking pictures, I said, no, next time take it left because we're proud of you that way.
You never know what people are going to think. And you never know if coaches are going to be like, oh, she's kind of high risk. I don't know about that. So it's very heartwarming to be like, I can put you in and I can trust you. So
Devyn knows what it's like to work hard and to overcome obstacles in life. Like a surfer with one arm and a fish with a small fin, the power to cross whatever challenges come her way doesn't live in her limbs, but in her heart. Reporting from Fort Collins High School, I'm Sydney Wicker, CTV 11.